Boston sports fans, welcome back. Drewcast Sports. Hope you had a good weekend. It's a great time to be a sports fan again. We're here. NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs. Even though the Bruins, we know it's coming to an end, but at least they made the playoffs. Celtics, they're in it. They're definitely moving towards the second round. We'll get into that. And then the Patriots. The Patriots just had the draft. The draft is in the rear view. We selected some players. The team's coming together. There's just one giant cherry to put on top of this Sunday, and I'll definitely be talking about that. And obviously, we'll get into the news with the Red Sox. Alex Cora no longer on the team. Definitely want to talk about that as well towards the end. But let's jump into the NFL draft. New England Patriots walked into the 2026 NFL draft with 11 picks, walked out with 9 players. So obviously, they had to trade some picks to get aggressive, and they did that in the first 2 rounds. Round 1, players are going through, kind of where we saw it, but it was tough to kind of gauge. And then you notice the tackles. There were 7 of them going in. Everybody knew. And if you did any mock drafts, I did too many. You knew that really you had to get a tackle in that first round with the 31st overall pick, hopefully, in order to really get what you needed for this roster. Because the pass rusher's edge is deep enough where you could find one in the second round. So New England was getting to the point where sitting at 31, it's pick 21, and Max Ahanachor is off the board. We all were drafting Max Ahanachor in our mock drafts, or Blake Miller. Blake Miller went at 17 to the Lions. So Max Ahanachor goes to the Steelers at 21. There's only one tackle left, Caleb Lomu. Now from Utah, he was a left tackle, but he's got the ability to play both. He was the last first-round caliber tackle left. Now, ideally, it sucks to get the last one, but there's no guarantee that he's the 7th worst of this group. There's a good chance he falls somewhere in the middle, and you needed to get that guy. The plan was to get a tackle, add depth to this line, protect your quarterback now, but more importantly in the future. So I think they did it. I think they did a good job. Caleb Lomu has all the tools. He's got the best feet I've seen in a while for a guy that size. So he's going to be able to do more in Josh McDaniels' offense. So the Patriots had to go get one of those tackles, and they went and did it. And they deserve credit for it. It's a B+ for me because it's just not their first or second choice, but he's still going to be a good player. I think this guy will be a long-time starter for the Patriots. So good move. And then the second round came. And we all know what the Patriots needed then. We need pass rusher, edge. That's the only thing they should be looking at. That was the only thing they were looking at. Now, when you're looking at how the first round went and then the second round, you start seeing these guys fall off. All these pass rushers being taken, you're like, oh my God, there's no way they're getting to 63. So once again, the Patriots had to take their second 4th round pick, package that up with something else to move up to 55 to be able to take Gabe Akers because he was not making it to 63. The dude is a perfect Patriot. If you were following any of the local media, draft experts, they'll tell you that this guy has violent attitude. He's got a great play style that's perfect for a Mike Vrabel team. Mike Vrabel called him on the phone and even said things as far as like he's exactly what they needed. So I'm happy that the Patriots went out. That's an easy A move. Go out in the second round, get Gabe Akers. That dude's got a chance to be a legit contributor to the defense for years to come. And he probably will be a legit contributor in 2026 as a rookie. So the first 2 rounds, they got aggressive because they had to. And I think the Patriots got the guys they needed. Caleb Lomu, right tackle, ability to play left tackle if he has to, and Gabe Akers from Illinois. Edge, pass rusher, we needed it. We're desperate for it. He'll fill in nicely with Drummond Jones and Harold Landry. And I think the Patriots defense as a whole is in good shape. The team as a whole is in great shape. They added a tight end in the 3rd round. So Raridan from what is it? Am I blanking? Of course I'm blanking here. But Notre Dame. Thank you. Sorry. Notre Dame. He is 6'7". He blocks. He catches. I mean, he's really good. I watch the tape. I see the highlights. this dude can play tight end, and especially he's coming in as the third tight end, work in. He'll be perfect in that role behind Hunter Henry and Julian Hill. And they had to take him in the third round because there was a giant run on tight ends. Some tight ends that shouldn't even been drafted in the second round and being drafted in the second round. It was crazy to watch. I had no idea what was going on. But New England got a guy that they like, and I think he'll be a big fit for Josh McDaniel's system. So top 3 picks, top 3 needs. Tackle, edge, tight end, check. They added some depth along the way, found a linebacker, a cornerback. Get into those guys at a later time, but more importantly, I feel like with the top 3 picks, they filled the needs that they had. They've added some depth around it, and now this roster is in a position. The offensive line has been built and ready to go. They improved the offensive line with Elijah Vera-Tucker, Will Campbell going to his second year. You still got Morgan Moses. You just added Caleb Lomu. You still have Mike Onwenu. And then you moved Jared Wilson to center where he's supposed to be. And he got really good experience as a guard as well. I think it only helps him moving forward. This offensive line is improved. And I think it's improved by a lot, which is massive for your young quarterback who's trying to take the next step as an MVP level player. And then you got to look at the weapons, right? You add Romeo Doubs. You still had guys like Kyle Williams, excuse me, Pop Douglas, Matt Collins was awesome last year. Kayshon Boutte, of course. But I think Kayshon Boutte's probably on the way out because A.J. Brown is coming in. That's happening. If you watch the Philadelphia Eagles draft, you know what's happening. They went and got Mekhi Lemon. They already added Wicks. They already added Hollywood Brown. That room is set. A.J. Brown is gone. And he's coming to New England. Adam Schefter's been saying it. He just can't announce it because it can't be official yet. But it's happening. And it's huge. Right now, I'd say what the Patriots have done all over the roster is about a B+ this offseason. What they needed, especially what they're going to be up against in the upcoming season with that new schedule. But you add A.J. Brown to that receiver room. With what they did on the offensive line, they've gotten better at tight end. They have a legit fullback now in Gilliam. I mean, this team's ready. They got what they need. There's no excuse. You wanted them to build around the young quarterback while he's still in the rookie deal. I think they've done it. Now they just got to execute. Drake May's got to execute. The team's got to play well, but let's clean up this annoying mess with Mike Vrabel. Get your head back in the game, dude, because you got a team that can win. So that's my advice. I don't care about your personal life. I usually don't talk about this stuff. I didn't want to. But with the whole scandal with Diana Rossini, Vrabel, apologize to your family. Get back to work. Because you got a job to do. And you got a team that can win. And they need you. And they'll get behind you. But you got to get your head out of your ass and get ready to get to work. So that's what I need from my coach. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We're not perfect. Get to work. All right? You got a team that's ready to win. You got a tough schedule. People who doubted us last year will not doubt us this year because I think the Patriots are going to be really good. And they got a shot to go back. But it's going to take everyone. It's a team. It's going to take elevation from Drake May. It's going to take elevation from the new additions like Romeo Doubs and A.J. Brown. This offensive line, there's enough talent there. You got to come together and protect your quarterback, protect your team. I'd like to see Travion Henderson reach that next level. It's hard not to get excited about what the Patriots have done. So you let me know what you think about their moves and where the team sits. But I think once A.J. Brown becomes official, this team did what they needed in the offseason. Now they got to do what they need to do in the regular season once it starts in September. All right, moving on. So got to get into my Celtics. Love my Celtics this year. If any of you started this season, you probably thought, okay, wasted year, not a lot's going to happen. Maybe we get a good draft pick. Who knows? Instead, Jaylen Brown and that team rallied with all the players like the Porzingis, Holiday, Horford, all out the window. out the door, and then you got players stepping up like Shireman. Obviously, Pritchard was always there, always ready to step up. But Garza, all these different players, Kada as a center has been huge. It's been massive. And the coaching job, the GM job at Brad Stevens, Missoula as the coach, you can't be anything less than impressed. And then Jason Tatum comes back and he's not even 75% of himself. He looks like he's 100% of himself. Like, are you kidding me? This dude is balling. Like, he's outplaying Jaylen Brown, who Jaylen Brown was playing like an MVP. It still is. These two together have changed the whole scope of what the NBA is supposed to be this year. They're battling with the 76ers, one win away. They're up 3-1. This series ends tonight. Let's be honest. It's over. But it's more importantly is in the second round where they most likely will go up against New York, even though New York is having their own issues with the Hawks. But they got to be ready for that game. Let's not jack up threes because we think we're good at them. Let's move the ball around and keep playing the brand of basketball that got you here. This team could win it all. They have enough, which I didn't think I'd say that in the beginning, but you look at it, it's hard to look at that team and say, if they play the way they're supposed to, they move that ball around, they play good defense, they can win it all. Now, OKC is the favorite, and they should be, but Boston should be the favorite to come out of the East. Any other team, that'd be an upset. And especially the way that pathetic Pistons team, that fake number one seed, the way they're playing, they probably won't even get out of the first round. The Magic are going to take that series. The next round is basically the Eastern Conference Finals. So when the Celtics take care of business, move on to the next round, they got to be ready for the New York Knicks because that's probably your toughest test in the East before you get to the finals. So I expect to win tonight. We'll recap it and talk about what we're expecting moving forward. But you got to be pumped up about the chances for the Celtics to win another title. Banner 19 is coming. I want to get to Banner 20 before I'm dead. And we look like we're on track for that, especially with Tatum and Brown in the house for years to come. Now, last thing I want to get into is just a quick thing on the Red Sox. So Alex Cora, who I was a fan of for a while, he just got fired. The team was just god-awful this year. You had to do it. He didn't look into it. The way they're building the team, it's not a roster that an Alex Cora should be managing. He handles big personalities, big-time players, all-star caliber players. When he first came into Boston, that's the kind of players he had. It's the kind of team he had, and he was good at that role. But now you've asked him to bring in analytic-type players and young prospects, bringing them up and going through the system, which is fine. But it's less about Alex Cora. I think it's time for him to go. We need to change. It's more about the process that the Red Sox are taking, where they refuse to be a big market team. They're allergic to it. I mean, you have the money, and you should be getting big-time players and building players in your system. It should be a nice mix, like you used to do back in the day. When they were winning championships, they had high-end talent and then young talent coming up that were a big contributor to winning the World Series. That's what you need to get back to. If John Henry doesn't want to do it, then John Henry should sell the team for a profit and let someone else do it. That's where I'm at with this. It's Alex Cora, thanks for the title. Time to go. Good luck in your next adventure. But the Red Sox, I don't care that they've won 3 games since he left. This team is not good. And they're not going to be good. Because the roster is not being built to be good. So that is the biggest thing I need to see moving forward from the Red Sox is, what is your identity? Do you have one? Do you want one? And we'll see. But I'm out right now on the Red Sox in terms of this season. We'll see how it goes, if they're going to stick with Stacey as the manager. But it's interim basis, and then we'll see as the year goes on and going into next year what the Red Sox are going to do moving forward. But that's all I got today. Thanks for watching. If you were watching, it was a longer video today because there's a lot more to talk about. We're in that season. It's great, and I'm excited about it. Um, Excited about the Patriots season about to come up, but really excited about what the Celtics are doing right now. Um, Unfortunate about our Bruins, but they made the playoffs. They can build it up next year and be better. Um, it's it's just a great time to be a Boston sports fan. Let's be honest. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. Let me know what you want to talk about. Get in the comments. Ask me some questions. I'll make some videos and we'll take it from there. But once again, thank you. Enjoy, and we'll be back.